Hey people. So first off, two things. I'd like to apologize for the lighting in this video. Ironically, the power supply in my LED lamp is dying, so we may have some flickering. Secondly, I'd like to plug my new website slash blog. It's more of a blog. I'm gonna using that for my little projects here. For this video, the post will be including a description, of course, but also bill of materials. A link to a 3D model viewer of this model and the actual 3D files for printing this model. So yeah, let's get started. This is a video on my new bench power supply. I've been wanting one for a while, but I haven't really been wanting to pay for one. So I made this using modules of eBay, basically. The case itself is one I drew and printed. And yeah. The power supply is a 5 amp 30 volt 5 amp power supply, and well, power supplies like that are just handy because you can use them for, of course, powering your projects, but also for charging batteries. Especially if you made your own battery pack or something like that, you need a special voltage. I don't know. Also, I've been using a lot for powering up old laptops. Because, well, I usually don't have a power supply for those, and this can deliver, as I said, 30 volts, 5 amps, which will power any laptop practically, apart from some high power gaming laptops, something like that. I mean, we got 150 watts of power here. So yeah, I am just taking this apart. I got 2 screws to hold the lid down. And yeah, all right, off goes the lid, and here we have our modules. I'm just gonna take this out before poking at stuff. So yeah, power jack input, it's a 10 amp fused, should probably be less, plug with its own switch. And then the main power board here, it's a 36 volt 5 amp DC power supply. And down here we got a 5 volt 1 amp power supply, and that's just for running a fan. It's basically just a phone charger slapped onto a board jammed in here with these little things. So yeah, and then we got the piece de la resistance, the actual switch mode power supply is basically a buck converter. Let's just power this up. So secondary switch up here because I don't want to have to reach around every time I gotta power it up. So yeah, basically up here we got the sets. So I can press set here, press this, and then I can increase the voltage in increments of 1 volt down to increments of 0.01 volts. And the max current is 1 amp down to 0.001 amp increments. Once I've set the voltage and amperage, I can press on off and it's going. So I can also change the voltage on the fly, so you could, for example, use it on a battery powered project to simulate different battery states. And it's well, generally just very handy. Now this module, it's great. It costs, I think it was about 25 bucks. This whole power supply is less than 50 bucks to build. And you generally don't get a lot of power supply for 50 bucks. So yeah, it has, if I press the set button a few times here, a bunch of other settings, some general overpower protection, where it will just shut off. You can also adjust backlight brightness. Another feature, one I haven't been using a lot because it's a bit annoying, we got memory. So M1 is 12 volts, and I think my M2 is 5. I just hold it down, yeah. And you can set, I believe it's up to 9 different memory settings, but I have not been successful in setting them, and I generally just adjust the voltage. It's 2 clicks and then you can adjust, so it's not the end of the world, you know. And yeah, I think that is mostly it. As I said, post and the link below has access to explanation, bill of material, and the model for this little build. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see ya.